Hello. Welcome to the tutorial provided by CCE Thesis and Dissertation Writing Consultants at the Center for Communication Excellence of the Graduate College. In this tutorial, you'll be introduced to what you need to know about thesis and dissertation embargoes. The tutorial covers the following questions. What is a temporary embargo? When might I need to consider an embargo? How long is an embargo? What is the difference between an embargo and a hold? When should I consider a hold? What else do I need to consider if I want to embargo? How do I embargo? What is a temporary embargo? A temporary embargo allows you to delay the release of your thesis or dissertation in ProQuest. Delaying the release of the thesis or dissertation means that the public will not be able to access your full text during the time specified. However, the citation and abstract will still be available through ProQuest and the Iowa State University's digital repository. When might I need to consider an embargo? Iowa State University is a public institution, so you have an obligation to make your research available to the public in a timely manner. In general, embargoes are discouraged and should only be considered under certain situations. Here are some situations where you may want to consider an embargo. I have one or more patents pending. I have one or more chapters being reviewed for publication or pending publication. I have a research contract or sponsorship that restricts immediate publication. Applications for embargoes will be reviewed by the Thesis Dissertation Office before they're approved. How long is an embargo? There are 3 standard options for an embargo: 6 months, 1 year, or 2 years. If you're a graduate student pursuing an MFA in creative writing, please discuss with your major professor if you need a longer embargo. Visit the Graduate College website for more details. What is the difference between an embargo and a hold? If you select a temporary embargo, the title and abstract of your thesis or dissertation will be published on ProQuest and in the Iowa State University digital repository. Only your thesis or dissertation will not be published until the embargo ends. If you select a hold, everything related to your thesis or dissertation will not be published on ProQuest and in the Iowa State University digital repository. This includes the title and abstract of your thesis as well as the full thesis or dissertation will not be published. Additionally, you will need to take steps to request for and end a hold. When should I consider a hold? The Graduate College does not encourage a hold. However, in rare cases where your work is of a sensitive nature and you do not wish to have the title, abstract, and full text made public for a certain period of time, you may discuss this option with your major professor and the Graduate College. In most cases, an embargo would be sufficient. If you and your major professor decide that a hold is necessary, visit the Graduate College website for more details about a thesis or dissertation hold. What else do I need to consider if I want to embargo? Contact the Office of Intellectual Property and Technology Transfer, or OIPTT, to ensure that your embargo meets the requirements of your patent or research contract if applicable. Discuss with journal editors about potential timelines for manuscript reviews. If a chapter in your thesis or dissertation has been published, be sure to check with the journal editor if there are additional journal embargoes or restrictions. How do I embargo? To place an embargo, upload your thesis or dissertation to ProQuest. Instructions for submitting your thesis or dissertation are available on the Graduate College website. In the ProQuest Publishing Options section, under the Delaying Release in ProQuest heading, select the option that says, "No, I have patents pending," or another reason why I need to delay access to the full text of my work. Then, in the Institutional Repository IR Publishing Options section, select the amount of time you would like to delay publication of your thesis or dissertation. Note that the IR here refers to the Iowa State University's digital repository. It's important to note that you must request the same embargo duration for both ProQuest and the institutional repository. For example, if you select a 6-month delayed release under the IR publishing options, you must also select a 6-month delayed release under the ProQuest publishing options. This is the end of the Introduction to Thesis and Dissertation Embargo video. Please view other available video tutorials to learn more about formatting your thesis or dissertation.